Good day to all of you. My name is Scholar from the Trader 10 community, and today I'm going to do the weekend forecast for you guys. In this weekend forecast, we will be trying to look at what happened in the past to try and determine what might happen in the future. This weekend, we will be looking at Bitcoin, XRP, ICX, VET, DOT, and ENJ. So please sit back and relax, and let's start off with Bitcoin. So starting off with Bitcoin, we were looking at this daily time frame at this moment right here. When we had two closes above it, we were expecting a pump. Now don't be too happy yet. So currently it is at the perfect daily resistance, very nice level to try and hold. But if we start losing this daily, then we can actually get the scenario what we were looking for last week as well, on Monday, where if we lose this, we might come back up, retest, and then if we lose this retest low, we might actually finally go lower. Now this isn't just because we are finally maybe losing the move to the high, but it is mainly because Bitcoin has been losing steam lately. As you can see, we can see that we are slowing down. Well, first we had these nice moves to the upside, and now it's going slower and slower and slower. And also the move to the new all-time high is smaller than the other impulses were. And because of that, we can clearly see a slowdown in momentum. Now, does that mean that we can go up from here? Yeah, sure. We can hold this, achieve something on the 4-hour, all right? So do something like this, hold this low, and then continue on our move up. But in Trader 10, we always want to show you guys two sides of the coin. And because of that, I'm looking for them to lose this daily level. If this daily level gets lost, then we gotta be a little bit more careful, because then it could be that we will finally be seeing a higher time frame divergence, being on the daily and on the weekly. So what are the two use cases I will be looking out for? On the weekly, if this goes lower, then I will be looking for a retracement all the way to 48K. So how will this look? We will first lose the daily right here. After losing the daily right there, come back down, hold this move right here, and this will probably become our move to the retest. So then our move to the retest goes up, and then it'll depend if we can re-achieve it or not. If we can't re-achieve it, we will come down. If we come back down, this is the moment of truth. If we then lose 57K again, we will probably go lower. Now, I don't say that we will directly go to 48K, because we still have this 52 level, this 52 area that we can still have a nice clean bounce off, and then maybe even try to re-achieve again, right? But first things first, let's first see if we will lose this 57K zone. If we do lose it, then let's see if we can hold at 54. If we don't hold at 54, probably 48. So first things first, yeah. Let's see if we can first lose this daily move to the high, because right now it's fighting for it. And that means that right now in the area that we are in, it is also good to look for longs to the upside, because this is a level that we have to break. So it means that it's also a good level to long. So I'm looking for longs currently. I'm also looking in preparation, if we do start losing it, for a short again, a reshort. So there's a lot of opportunity right now in the markets. And that's kind of it for Bitcoin. So looking for a W pattern at the area where we are right now. If this doesn't work and it fails, looking at 57K, take 57K long anticipation for 60K-ish, look for a short there, and then come back down, and then it's the moment of truth. So that's it for Bitcoin. Let's head over to XRP. Up next, we have XRP, and sorry guys, I'm a little bit confused because it looks like my chart has been cleared on this one. Because it has been cleared, I will be redoing it completely. So let's start off with the weekly, and let's have a look where we are right now. So we're doing XRP USDT on Binance. Right here to the left, I think on BitMEX, you can see that there's actually a weekly level that we were trying to achieve. If it's not holding that, then we can of course look for it to come back down a little bit, because it hasn't actually tested the top side of the 0.86, so we'll keep that in mind. But that's still a long way down, because right now what they're trying to hold is just a move to the high on the daily. So kind of the same thing as what is happening on Bitcoin. So looking for it to hold this. If they don't hold it, we can look for a failure setup, right? Now please keep in mind that what's happening right now is probably the same thing but on the 4-hour. All right, so we had the loss of the move to the high on the 4 hour. We came back down, and now we're holding this level and are probably going in for an attempt to test if the top side is a failure or not. So let me make this arrow red, and let's talk about what it's doing on the lower time frame. So on the lower time frame, it's holding this for now. Because it's holding that, we can assume it to go up right here to 1.7475-ish. If it will go there, then it's kind of the moment of truth to see if it will create a bearish pattern, come back down, lose this or not. If they lose it, we'll probably initiate the loss of the high on the daily. Then you don't want to start achieving again, and then we'll maybe go back down to 86. This is of course a bearish chart. Of course, this is the bearish case scenario. The bullish case scenario would be that we go up here, maybe even achieve it. So if we can re-achieve this green box, that would be bullish for XRP, and that would look like this, would go up, maybe do something like this. Let's just draw it like this here. There we go. We achieve it, bounce it back, and then pump. So that would be one bullish case. The other bullish case would be coming back down here, failing, going back down, and doing this small retrace after doing this. Other than that, we can also still look for longs if we come back down and attempt to hold this daily right here and then go up again. So there are a lot of options that we can look for XRP, but mainly first things first, of course. Let's try, if you're bullish, you want them to hold let's say 1.35-ish if this does come back down, and you want them to re-achieve 1.75. If you can re-achieve 1.75, you can look into going higher again. So that's what I'm looking for right now on XRP. If things start to break down, then I'm looking for the $1 again-ish, this zone right here. If they succeed in their bearish case scenario, so the red one. If they succeed in the red case scenario, then we're probably going down right here. If they don't succeed in it, then we'll probably go back up. And then the 1.76 is the most important area. Up next, we have ICX, and looks like the very bullish case worked out, and it just did a very small retracement, not even touching the previous all-time high or local all-time high, and then moving up. So let's maybe redo this chart as well and get a better glance at what it's actually trying to do. So there's not really much to the left of this. Only thing that I will mark out is this top right here. Well, not the high, but the second high, because, well, we kind of want to hold this. And as you see, this is what they were actually holding as well when coming back down. Maybe a little front run right here, but that's okay. So other than that, can we get some more information out of this daily candle? In my opinion, not really. All we can see is the move it brought us to the high will be around here, and because of that, I will be looking out for a retracement to 1.86. If it gets there, I will be looking for long buys around there. Other than that, let's head over to the 4 hour and let's see what's actually happening there. So what I can see is they're trying to hold the upper zone right here. Because of that, they're trying to make new highs as well. Now this is the second high before the all-time high, so this is always a nice area to take PTs in. As you can see yourself, they rejected it, coming back down, made a new low actually. So there's clearly some bearish case going on right now, mainly because we lost this high as well. Because we've lost this high, we had this small bearish impulse and this short right here. Now what am I looking for this one? If we want to go to the upside, we really want to start achieving right now. As you can see yourself, they did sweep this one right here. So you would probably see something like this. Retest the second highs, come back down, try to hold a higher low, come back down on here, touch this, and then try to re-achieve the green area that we already previously tested. If we can get above the green area, then we might be in for new all-time highs. If we don't, then I'm actually expecting us to come back down here, go lower, and then play around 2.16 again. Now this is then a little bit more bearish case scenario, mainly because, well, we have been initiating this, well, ICX has been losing a lot of levels lately. So if this one works out, then you have two options. You either go up again, come back down, create a W, re-achieve, and then hold, and then move to the highs, or you will lose this right here, fail to hold a higher low, retest this previous all-time high failure from the left, and then come back down into our daily, looking for the W pattern to do the retest of 2.60. So that's kind of it for ICX. Let's head over to the next one. Up next, we have VET USDT VeChain, and as you can see, what have they been doing right now? They're holding the move to the high. Because they're holding the move to the high and they seem not to break it, you could look for a lower time frame setup and look for a long on there. Maybe it's not happening. They've been trying to achieve. Let's have a look. Yeah, they've been trying to re-achieve, but they were failing, as you can see yourself. Failed to get above the red. Let me see. The red is MTL. There we go. They failed to get above the red box because they keep on failing. We might actually see a move down. If you can see it achieving, then we might actually be in for a long. Meaning, if we go to 1.18, maybe look for a retest long on 0.17 and then target all-time highs. That's the bullish case scenario. Yeah, I think we have been trying this enough, so it probably won't work out in my opinion. Because of that, I will be looking for the daily move to the high, going a time frame higher, and this is over there at 0.14 because it is there. It's quite steep down, so this will be a target where I will be interested for looking for longs. How will this happen? As I've drawn it here, we will probably first start losing the move to the high. I don't think it'll immediately dump there. It'll probably hold these wicks, the lower sides of these wicks. After holding these lower sides, we will go up, retouch the green box, and then you have the game that we're always playing, right? Then we go up here, and then we have to break this. If they don't break it, we might squeeze, either move to the upside or eventually break down to the downside. So VET USDT is actually at a really important level right now. Really want them to hold this. If they don't hold it, come back down to 0.15 for the failure play. If they then reject this, look for a higher low play on here. If they don't do the higher low play, expect 0.14. So that's it for VET. Let's head over to the next one. Up next, we have .USDT. Well, on DOT we can see that they actually broke out. After breaking out, retested the top side levels right here that we were trying to achieve this whole time. Held it as support and now is actually playing the failure. And looks like they, well, okay, they slightly achieved, but are now failing to re-achieve. So what am I looking for? As you can see right here, they did go above this level. Let me create this to green again. So they went above this level, came back down, held the higher low, as you can see yourself, held the higher low. Because they held the higher low, they then went up. Now they needed to make new highs. They failed to make new highs, so now they're trying to hold the higher low. If they can succeed in holding the higher low, you really want them to get above 43.3. If they can get above 43.3, I'm looking for them to come back down to 35.2. Mainly because this has been like some kind of midpoint for this bigger level, as you can see yourself. And then I'm expecting these levels as a retracement. We can also look on the daily to see if this level makes sense, and it's actually the move that created the high, also some kind of midpoint for that. So yes, this level will be interesting in my opinion if we do come back down there and if we can't make new highs right now. So other than that, there is also another level that we can still hold, and that will be this level right here. If we can still hold that, we can also try and create a new higher low play from here. So I don't expect that it will immediately dump there so hard, because this one can create a new high as well, or it can fail as well when trying to hold the higher low play and then come back down here. So these will be the zones that I'm interested in looking for .USDT. So that's it for DOT. Let's head over to the last pair. So up next, and as our last coin, we have ENJ USDT. So for ENJ USDT, we were looking for plays around these two yellow lines. If they achieved one of the yellow lines, we were expecting them to come back down to the other line and then holding that as a support. And as you can see right here, that actually did it pretty nicely. Moved up, came back down, and always when they achieved one of them, they held the other one. So losing this level, retesting the 2.43, coming back down, touching the 2.5, re-achieving 2.45, coming back down to 2.05, and then re-achieving to the upside. Now, what might this level, or what might we actually do in the near future, is I will be looking for ENJ. If it does come back down, I will be looking for it to hold around the 2.40-ish zone. Other than that, as you can see yourself, it has been trying to achieve. Because it has been trying to achieve, we are trying to hold this higher low right now. As you can see yourself, they already tested it on this wick, so came back down. Let me draw what they have been doing. Came back down, retested this, now coming down, trying to hold our higher low. So you want them to create a higher low within there, trying to achieve 3.1, retesting, and then trying to go for new all-time highs. If they can succeed in holding this higher low, we will come back down, and I think we will first touch 2.58, come back down, touch the bottom of it, then try to hold a higher low again. If they don't hold a higher low, then I will be looking for our 2.4 finally, where I will be looking for a higher low again. Classic higher low plays, as you can hear yourself. And then, sorry, excuse me, looking for some resistance around 2.67. So for engine, I'm hoping this might happen, but I'm thinking if Bitcoin is turning bearish, then we will be looking more at the 2.4 level for continuation. So guys, that's actually it for our video for today. I hope you guys liked this small forecast. If you did so, please check us out on Twitch, where we stream live almost, well, every day. We're actually 24/7 live, but we have people teaching TA there every day. So if you like the videos, please give us a thumbs up, and I hope to see you on the Twitch stream or next week in our next video. So take care guys, and bye bye.